Have you ever wondered how much time you really have left now that you're past 70? At this stage of life, every year feels more precious than ever. And the truth is, your body is already speaking to you, quietly, subtly, sending signals about what lies ahead. Some people in their 70s are full of life. Their minds are sharp, their steps are steady, and they stay active every day. But others begin to slow down, feeling tired all the time, losing balance or seeing their health gradually decline. What makes the difference? Often, it's just a few key signs that most of us simply overlook. These aren't myths or old beliefs, they're real signs, recognized by doctors and researchers, seen in people who live longer and stronger. And the best part, you can improve these signs, no matter where you're starting from. So in today's video, we'll explore 7 powerful signs that may predict how long you'll live after 70, and more importantly, how to take control of them starting today. Stick with us until the end. Sometimes just one shift in how you see things can change how you live the rest of your life. Ready? Let's begin.
Let me ask you something simple. When was the last time you tried standing on one leg? It sounds silly, doesn't it? Like something a child might do just for fun. But researchers have found that your ability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds could say more about your future than a medical chart. In fact, balance is now considered one of the strongest predictors of longevity, especially after 70. Think about it. As we age, our muscle strength naturally declines, our reflexes slow down, and our nervous system may not communicate as smoothly with our body. That's why balance often starts to fade, and why so many seniors experience falls. But balance isn't just about staying upright. It's directly tied to the health of your brain, muscles, and coordination. Picture 2 women in their early 70s, Carol and Nancy. Carol walks every day, does gentle yoga, and practices standing on one foot while brushing her teeth. She can lift one foot off the ground and hold steady for 10 seconds or more, no problem. Nancy, on the other hand, hasn't done much to challenge her balance. When she tries the same move, she wobbles within seconds, needing to grab onto something for support. Now here's the catch. Nancy might think it's just aging, something to accept. But what she doesn't realize is that this loss of balance could be a sign of deeper issues, such as weakened leg muscles, slowed nerve signals, or even cognitive decline. That's why paying attention to your balance and improving it can literally add years to your life. The good news? You can work on it starting today. Try standing on one foot for 10 seconds while holding onto the kitchen counter. Try walking heel to toe along a hallway. Or, even better, explore beginner Tai Chi, a gentle form of movement that improves coordination, focus, and stability. It's never too late to rebuild your balance, and the benefits go far beyond avoiding a fall.
Now, let's talk about something you might not expect: your handshake. It may feel like a simple greeting, a way to say hello, but it turns out that your grip strength is a powerful window into your overall health. Studies show that grip strength is one of the clearest indicators of muscle vitality, nervous system function, and even lifespan in older adults. Let me tell you about Robert. He's 78, sharp as ever, and still opens jars and carries groceries with ease. He's kept up lightweight training and does hand exercises a few times a week. Then there's Walter, also 78, who's noticed that twisting off a bottle cap is harder than it used to be. Holding onto a heavy bag feels tiring, and while he brushes it off as normal aging, what he's actually experiencing is a gradual loss of muscle mass, which, if ignored, can lead to weakness, frailty, and a faster decline in independence.
Your hands reflect what's happening throughout your body. A weak grip today could mean your muscles and your resilience are fading faster than you think. But just like with balance, this is fixable. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball for 30 seconds at a time, using hand grippers, or carrying small dumbbells around the house can do wonders for maintaining strength. If you've noticed your handshake is weaker or opening jars is becoming a struggle, don't ignore it. Take action. Because how well you hold on to things today might just reflect how well you'll hold on to life in the years ahead.
Now let's move on to something you do every day, probably without thinking much about it. Walking. You might be surprised to hear this, but your walking speed is one of the most accurate indicators of how long you'll live after 70. And no, this isn't about power walking marathons. It's simply about how steady, confident, and consistent your stride is. Why does this matter? Because walking speed is a reflection of your heart health, muscle strength, brain function, and coordination, all at once. It's like a summary of your entire body in motion. Let's look at two men, Joe and Frank, both 75. Joe walks every morning around the block, keeps a steady pace, and rarely struggles with stairs or uneven ground. His posture is upright, his steps are firm, and he walks with confidence. Frank, however, has slowed down noticeably. He takes frequent breaks, moves cautiously, and sometimes feels wobbly, especially when trying to keep up with others. This slowdown isn't just about aging. It can signal muscle loss, poor circulation, and even early signs of neurological decline. But again, here's the hope. You can turn this around. Start walking every day, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes around your home or neighborhood. Use light ankle weights or try simple leg strengthening exercises like seated leg lifts. Every small step helps build strength, coordination, and confidence, because the pace you move through life today may determine how long and how well you'll keep moving tomorrow. Up next, we'll look at a fourth sign that might surprise you, something that happens every night but could be quietly shortening your lifespan if you're not careful. Your sleep. Stick with us. Let's take a moment and think about something we all need, maybe more than we realize. Connection. Human connection isn't just nice to have. It's essential to how long and how well we live. You might be surprised to learn that strong social connections with friends, family, or community are as important to your longevity as quitting smoking or exercising regularly. That's right. Studies have consistently shown that people who maintain meaningful relationships as they age tend to live longer, healthier lives. Why? Because we're not meant to do life alone. When you laugh with a friend, share a story with a neighbor, or feel truly seen and heard by someone you trust, your body responds, not just emotionally but biologically. Your brain releases positive chemicals like oxytocin and serotonin. Your stress hormones drop. Your immune system gets stronger, and your heart quite literally feels lighter. On the flip side, loneliness is no small matter. In fact, chronic loneliness has been linked to a 30% higher risk of heart disease, increased rates of depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. The truth is, being socially isolated can be just as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let's talk about Barbara. She's 78, lives alone, and has slowly lost touch with friends over the years. Her kids live in other states, and most days she doesn't speak to anyone. She tells herself she's fine, but deep down she feels invisible. Her energy is low, her sleep is poor, her health is slipping. Then there's Eleanor, same age but with a very different reality. She meets a friend for coffee every week, is part of a book club, and volunteers twice a month at the local food pantry. She's not surrounded by people all day, but she stays connected, and it shows in her smile, her movement, her vitality. So ask yourself, who are your people? Admired you up? Who lifts you? And are you letting them in? Even small steps can make a big difference. Call an old friend. Join a group that shares your interests: gardening, music, walking, anything. Or simply make it a habit to chat with a neighbor or smile at a stranger. They aren't just social, they're medicinal.
Now, let's move on to another powerful factor that most people underestimate: how you handle stress. We all know that stress can make you feel tired, overwhelmed, or even sick. But did you know that chronic stress is one of the fastest ways to shorten your lifespan? When your body stays in a constant state of tension, with stress hormones like cortisol pumping non-stop, it causes inflammation. And inflammation is the root of many serious age-related diseases: heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, cognitive decline, even some cancers. And here's what's even more surprising. It's not just the stress itself that harms you. It's how you respond to it. Let's take two people, John and Richard, both in their 70s. John deals with stress just like anyone else: bills, doctor visits, family challenges. But he's learned to breathe through it. He takes daily walks, he prays or meditates. He laughs when he can and doesn't dwell too long on what he can't change. Richard, on the other hand, holds on to everything. Every small problem becomes a storm in his mind. He doesn't sleep well, snaps at others, and feels constantly overwhelmed. His blood pressure rises, his energy drains, and over time, his health shows the damage. Here's the good news. You can train your body to handle stress better, just like building a muscle. Try deep breathing. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. Take short walks outdoors. Movement calms the nervous system. Practice gratitude. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each morning. And remember, social connection is a powerful stress reliever too. It's not about eliminating stress completely. That's not realistic. It's about learning to pause, breathe, and choose calm, especially in the chaos. Because your mindset doesn't just shape your mood, it shapes your biology. And how you handle life's challenges today could determine how many healthy tomorrows you'll have. So far, we've explored 5 powerful signs that can quietly predict how long you'll live after 70. And more importantly, what you can do to stay strong and independent. Up next, we'll dive into something you do every single night, but probably never realized how much it impacts your lifespan: your sleep. You won't want to miss it. Let's talk about something we often overlook until it starts to change: your appetite. Now, you might think that losing a bit of interest in food as you age is no big deal. I'm just not as hungry as I used to be, you might say. But here's the thing. A healthy appetite isn't just about enjoying your meals. It's a powerful sign of overall well-being and longevity. You see, when your body is functioning properly, it craves nourishment. It sends signals to eat, digest, and absorb the nutrients you need to stay strong. But when those signals start to fade, when meals don't appeal to you, when you're skipping food without meaning to, or when you're unintentionally losing weight, that's your body waving a red flag. Take Margaret, for example. She's 74, still enjoys cooking, and sits down to eat 3 balanced meals a day. She snacks on almonds, has salmon once a week, and enjoys a hearty breakfast with eggs and whole grains. She looks forward to her meals, and it shows in her energy, her mood, and her independence. Then there's Susan, same age, but her experience is different. Over the past year, she's lost 10 pounds without trying. She skips breakfast, picks at lunch, and often eats crackers or cereal for dinner. She's not sure why her appetite changed, but food just doesn't excite her anymore. What she doesn't realize is that this shift could be linked to hormonal changes, slower digestion, or even early signs of cognitive decline. When older adults don't eat enough, or don't eat well, their bodies begin breaking down muscle, weakening the immune system, and increasing the risk of falls and illness. It becomes a vicious cycle. The less you eat, the weaker you feel, and the weaker you feel, the less likely you are to eat. So what can you do? Focus on protein. Things like eggs, chicken, tofu, Greek yogurt, or beans help maintain muscle. Don't forget healthy fats. Avocados, olive oil, and nuts support your brain and heart. Add in fiber. Fruits, vegetables, and whole grains keep your digestion moving and help you feel full. And, most importantly, stay hydrated. Sometimes thirst can mask itself as hunger. If you've noticed changes in your eating patterns, whether it's a shrinking appetite, quicker feelings of fullness, or unexplained weight loss, don't ignore it. Because how you nourish your body today can shape how strong and independent you remain tomorrow.
Now let's shift gears and talk about something we all do, every single night. Sleep. Or at least, we should. Sleep is one of the most underrated pillars of healthy aging. It's not just about rest. It's the time your body uses to repair tissues, balance hormones, strengthen immunity, and clear toxins from the brain. And yet, so many adults over 70 struggle to get consistent quality sleep. Let's face it, poor sleep isn't just annoying, it affects everything. You wake up feeling groggy, you lose focus, your blood pressure creeps up, you feel more anxious or irritable, and over time, chronic sleep issues have been linked to memory loss, heart disease, depression, and even shortened lifespan. So what causes poor sleep as we age? For many, it's a combination of things: hormonal changes, stress, lack of physical activity, poor sleep environment, or underlying health issues like sleep apnea, which often goes undiagnosed in older adults. Let's talk about Sam. He's 76, keeps a regular bedtime, avoids screens after 8 p.m. and gets about 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. He wakes up refreshed, alert, and ready for his morning walk. Graham, on the other hand, 55 and spends most nights tossing and turning. He falls asleep with the TV on, gets up multiple times, and never feels fully rested. Over time, this pattern has left him fatigued, mentally foggy, and struggling with high blood pressure. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But the good news is, sleep quality can be improved, often without medication. Start by setting a consistent sleep and wake schedule, even on weekends. Limit screen time an hour before bed. Phones, TVs, and tablets all interfere with melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Get morning sunlight. It helps reset your internal clock. Avoid heavy meals and caffeine late in the day. And if you snore heavily or wake up gasping, talk to your doctor about sleep apnea. Sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a biological necessity. And how well you sleep each night could determine how well you live each day. So far, we've explored 7 key signs, from balance and grip strength to social connections, stress, appetite, and sleep. All backed by science, and all within your control. Your body is always talking to you. The question is, are you listening? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with someone you care about. Because when we take care of ourselves, we don't just add years to life, we add life to our years. So, what does all of this mean for you? The truth is, every one of these 7 signs, from balance and grip strength to appetite, sleep, and stress, can be improved. No matter your age, your current condition, or how long it's been since you last focused on your health, it's not too late. The key is to start small, and start now. Take a walk around the block. Try standing on one foot for 10 seconds. Add an extra glass of water to your day. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Take 3 deep breaths when life feels overwhelming. These may seem like little things, but together, they build something powerful. A healthier, longer, more independent life. Because aging well isn't just about the number of years you have left. It's about the quality of those years. The energy to move, the clarity to think, the strength to stay independent, the joy of connecting with the people you love. If this video inspired you, I encourage you to take one simple step today. Just one. And let us know in the comments what that step will be for you. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. We've got plenty more tips to help you live better, longer and stronger. You've still got time. Let's make the most of it. Together.